Hey amazing family, welcome to my channel. I go by the name Marka Hina slash Benefit Girl. If you're coming across the channel for the first time, you are warmly welcome. It's been long I said something about this community, and that is because your girl has been going through a lot, and that is the reason why I am here. If it is your first time seeing this amazing face, you are warmly welcome. In this channel, we talk about everything youthful, everything beneficial to the youths in all aspects, right? In all aspects. And if you are all about developing and ensuring that you become the best version of yourself, then this is your home. Grab a seat and make this home yours. You are welcome again. And if you haven't subscribed, this will be the right moment for you to subscribe, because in this channel we always have it. The reason why I have not been active with my YouTube community is because life has been teaching me its laws, and that is why we are titling this series the life laws that Hilda has learned. What is the very first law that life has taught me that I couldn't hesitate to keep this law to myself? The first law that life has taught me is that you are responsible for your life. Yes, you are responsible for your life. You are responsible for your present situation. You are responsible for your future situation. You are responsible for your destiny. You are responsible for your future. You are responsible for your success. You are responsible for your failure. Your life as a whole is in your hands, and as a youth, this is the moment for you to wake up. Right? This is a moment for you to wake up, and this is where I come to share with you a part of my story. So I had my bachelor's degree 2 or 3 years ago, and I grew up in a family where my parents or my guardians were always the one deciding on what school to go to, which field of studies should engage in, and practically they were the one taking my decisions. Right. So even when I was at the step of getting into the university, I didn't know what I was going to university to study, because I was already used to receiving decisions from them. I went up to one of them and I was like, okay, I'm about getting to the university and I don't know what I'm going to study in the university. And they told me 1 or 2 things and I went into that. And I'm not saying that I'm regretting the fact that I listened to somebody's decision. By the way, where I am presently, I am so grateful to God for where I am presently. I am so grateful to God. My education, my emotional life, my physical life, my spiritual life, my present situation, I am so grateful to God for where I am. In fact, on Sunday I got to realize that it's true I am not where I want to be. It's true I am not where I was supposed to be. But still, I am not where I was yesterday, right? So for that, I am grateful to God for. So when I listened to the instructions of one of my guardians and I went to school, I studied logistics and transport management, and I graduated my bachelor's degree, as I said, 2 or 3 years ago. I can't really remember. And from that time to this, to presently, it's been 2 years. And in those 2 years of me doing nothing, I would have had my master's degree. But because I was depending on my guidance to come back to me and tell me, oh girl, this is the time for you to go and have your master's, this is the time for you to register in this school for your master's, I was stagnant. In those 2 years, what was I doing? I was staying at home doing nothing. And those were 2 years that I don't want to say I have wasted, but in other words, they were wasted. Because if I was going to school, I would have already been a master's graduate. But because I was so used to waiting on somebody to tell me what to do, those 2 years went by and nothing was achieved by myself. So this year, I got into this year and I told the Lord, enough is enough. I can't just be sitting at home and doing nothing. Tell me something. Where am I getting to? Where is this year taking me to? Where are you instructing me? What are you telling me to do? And God gave me a word, which I will still come to in another video. But God gave me a word, and I held that word throughout this year to today, where I'm talking to you. And remember, I told you at the beginning of this video that I went to Mafusa, and the main reason why I went to Mafusa was because we had a youth camp. And getting to that youth camp, I told the Lord, you have to tell me something again about the word you gave me at the beginning of the year. And even before that, God had been teaching me several things, the Eden experience, how to navigate life as a youth, and so on and so on. And one thing that shocked me was that the first message that was preached that day was about, in fact, the preacher, the first thing that he said that day was the fact that you are responsible for your life. And at a certain point, I was so disappointed because I didn't take any note because your girl was the one interpreting the preacher. Yeah, but I thank God because I was able to capture something, because that message was talking to me. The fact that I was interpreting does not mean that I was distracted. That message was directly to me. That was opening of the camp, and I'm like, okay, God, I see what you are doing. I see what you are doing. And he was telling me that, girl, you are responsible for your life. The reason why these 2 years have gone by is because you left your life in the hands of your guardians. And that is not what it's supposed to be. It's true they are taking care of you. It's true your parents birthed you into this world. It's true they have the sole responsibility of providing your basic needs. But trust me, there is a level in your life where they won't be the one doing those things for you. We have to wake up to this reality. We have to wake up to this reality that our lives are in our hands. Our lives are in our hands. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The Bible says that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And it's immediately when I came to the consciousness of this truth that I am solely responsible for my life, that I began to take decisions and things began to change in my life. So maybe the reason why you are stagnant, maybe the reason why you don't think you are advancing, maybe the reason why you are still in the same position you were last year is because you have left your life in the hands of people. It's because you have left the decisions of your life to be taken by other people. It's because you have not come to that consciousness that you are in charge of your life. No one will live your life for you. No one will take that decision for you. No one will take that step for you. No one will pay that price for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? This takes me back to the story of Job and his children. At one point when I was reading the story of Job, I was like, what was Job really doing? What was he really doing? How can the father be in charge of taking care of his children, and then he's still the same person offering sacrifices and asking God to forgive his children each time they go and then they party, they drink, they dance, they do whatsoever, and they come back in the night, and then he is the one asking God to forgive them. But Job not having an elderly son who could say that, okay, I am the elderly son of Job's children. Let me be in charge of this responsibility. Let me be in charge of this responsibility. But because Job held everything in his hand, the Bible makes us to understand that God told Satan, have you seen my servant Job? Don't touch that one. Why did God not say, don't touch his children? It's because his children did not come to the realization that their lives were in their hands. They left their lives in the hands of their father. Their father obviously played his role as the father. At a certain point, I don't want to blame Job because he was doing what a father would do. But let me tell you, no matter the amount of prayers, no matter the amount of sponsoring your parents can sponsor you, as long as you haven't taken the decision to be responsible for your life, some things may still hold you down. Some things may still hold you down. Job was a responsible father, and he came, I think he knew the truth that he was responsible for his life, but he was not able to teach that truth to his children. That at this point, I'm responsible for my life, and I'm just responsible for your life, just to a certain extent. But if you want to progress, if you want to advance, if you want God to spare you as God spared Job, you have to be responsible for your life. Job was so responsible for your life. And the reason I think that the reason why God gave access to the devil to destroy everything Job had, including his children, was because they did not come to that consciousness that they were responsible for their lives. Because if you are responsible for your life, there are some things that you won't engage in. There are some things that you will not do to damage your health. There are some things that you will not engage in to destroy your image. Do you get me? So if you are listening to this voice, if you are listening to these videos, if you are watching this video at this instant, God is telling you, hey girl, hey boy, this is a moment for you to wake up and to hold your life in your hands, because obviously your life is in your hands. Your life is not in the hands of your parents. Your parents can pray, your parents can fast for you 1st of January to 31st of December. Your parents can pay the sacrifice, because yes, Job paid the sacrifice for his children. But that sacrifice was not enough for God to spare his children. They had to pay their own sacrifice. What is the sacrifice you are paying for yourself? What is the sacrifice you are paying for yourself? God has taught me a lot. And I don't know if you are ready for this next level of my life, because I'm entering into a new season where you must come to the truth. Unless we come to the truth, we will never be free. We will never be free. So this is one of the laws that life has taught me. This is one of the laws that God has taught me. No matter how young you are, no matter how tender you are responsible for your life. Yesterday I was talking with my younger ones. I came back from work the other day and I saw that they have removed all the hairs from their hair. And they had shaped it like really that. In here we call it, they did bullseye. And I'm like, okay, if we were the one who told you guys to go and do this style in your hair, you are going to refuse. But since you decided to do this style in your hair, who has condemned you? Who has spoken bad about you? All what I did was to ask them, why did they shape that style? Because to me it wasn't pleasing enough. But there is that little thing in them that makes them to be aware of the fact that they are responsible for their hair. The style they put on their hair, the style they do on their hair is not depending on what someone will tell them to do. Because if I was not going to tell them to go and shave that style on their hair, they would have refused, they would have been angry and even gone and done it, but because I forced them. But because there is that little consciousness of the fact that, okay, this is my body. Whatever I choose to this body is my business. Whatever thing I choose to place on my hair is my business. Whatever thing I choose to do on my body is my business. And I was telling them that, okay, Pastor told us on Sunday that he will not force any of us to go early to church to attend weekly service, because he has overspoken about that. But he too, he has come to the consciousness that our spiritual lives are in our hands. If he continues to shout, at a certain extent he will get tired. But he had to bring us to that reality that our spiritual lives is in our hands. And if we decide to go to church late, it's not his business. He, in his part, he knows that his spiritual life is in his hands, and he's doing everything possible to go to church early. And I was telling them that, okay, you see now that your life is in your hands because you decided to do what pleases you on your head, and you care less about what people are going to say. It means that you are aware that your body belongs to you, and whatever thing you put on your body does not mean anything to anybody. As long as you have pleased yourself, that is the goal. So here I'm coming to tell you that your life is in your hands. Don't wait for anyone to decide where you are going to. Don't wait for anyone to decide the next step you are taking. Don't wait for anyone to tell you, oh, you have to do this, you have to do, you have to do that. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get advice from elderly ones. I'm not saying that you should neglect the advice or the encouragement from elderly people. No, I'm just saying that there are some basic instructions, there are some basic rules, there are some basic decisions that people are not supposed to take for us. If we have to wait for people to take a decision for us, we're going to remain in the same place. For 2 years, I waited for my guardians to decide if I was to go to school again or not. And those 2 years my life was in the same place. And if you don't want this to be your portion, you don't want this to happen in your life, I went through that phase so that you will not go through that phase. So this is the moment for you to come back to your consciousness and for you to be aware of the fact that your life is in your hands. Get up and do that thing. Get up and take that decision. Get up and take that move. Get up and explore your life. Get up and be responsible. Hold your life in your hands. Again, I tell you, if you fail in this life, it's not your parents. If you fail in this life, it's not your siblings. If you fail in this life, it's not your mentor. If you fail in this life, it's not God. If you succeed in this life, it is not also your parents that cause it. If you succeed in this life, it's not also your pastor or your guidance that cause it. Whatever happens to you is because of you. Wherever you are presently, just look at your life now. Now that you are watching this video, try to analyze your life. Wherever you are now, you will realize that it is because of the decisions you made yesterday. And if you want to advance in the future, if you want to succeed in the future, you have to start taking better decisions as now. You have come to the end of the video. I hope this video was a blessing to you as it was a blessing to me, because it has really blessed me. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the girl I'm growing into. I'm proud of the future I see ahead of me, because I promise you, the errors I did in the past, I will no longer do them again. And if this video bless you, I'd like you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'd like you to give a thumbs up to this video, and why not share it to many youths as possible. Dear parents, if you are watching this video, please share this video to your children and tell them to watch it over and over again until this information become their reality. Until I come your way again. Keep loving, keep believing in Christ. We can do all things. I love you all.